The 14th District Court, County of Washtenaw, State of Michigan is now in session. All those having business before the court draw near. The Honorable Judge Cedric Simpson presiding.
And good morning. Richard DeHart and Cynthia DeHart, or DeHart versus Bonnie DeHart.
Good morning, Your Honor. Frank Groner appearing for the plaintiffs, Richard DeHart, Cynthia DeHart. My P number is 34198. Mr. DeHart is present with me to my right, and Cynthia DeHart is present by Zoom.
Okay. And Bonnie DeHart, I do see you on the screen. If you could unmute. All right. This is a termination case. What is plaintiff's claim in this case?
Your Honor, this is a month-to-month rental agreement. A 30-day written notice was served on Bonnie DeHart on January 29th of this year, and her last day would have been February 28th, 2025. She has not moved, and we would move for immediate possession. There's also a supplemental complaint for unpaid rent for the months of March and April. Each month, $1,000, so the total is $2,000.
Ms. DeHart, Bonnie DeHart, I guess I got to clarify. What's your position on this, ma'am?
Unfortunately, I've had 2 car accidents this year, and that has affected my ability to pay rent. I also have no credit and no money saved to move. I simply don't have the money to move. I'm working 3 different jobs, Your Honor, and trying my hardest.
I didn't hear that last part, ma'am.
I said I'm working 3 different jobs, Your Honor. I'm trying my hardest to make the money.
Well,
I don't have anywhere to go.
Are you gonna seek the assistance of counsel in this case?
I guess not. I can't afford a lawyer.
There's free legal services available. What is, Mr. Groner, what's the relationship of the parties?
So, Mr. and Mrs. DeHart, the plaintiffs, are current ex-in-laws of Bonnie DeHart. Bonnie was married to Mr. and Mrs. DeHart's son.
Okay. It was early in the morning. It was hard for me to follow that way you said it the first time. I got it though.
I know.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay. So, ma'am, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna adjourn it out. Well, I don't have, what's my next day?
16.
Okay. Counsel, I don't think I can issue I have to give her an opportunity to at least defend or move. Ma'am, you can contact legal services and see if there's any other type of remedy. What I may also suggest to you is that you contact Mr. Groner to see if you can work something out. My problem is normally, Mr. Groner, I'd adjourn it out a week. I do not have the next 2 weeks. I don't have second hearings the next 2 weeks because of there's a bench bar.
Yeah, the judicial conference.
Bench bar and a statewide judicial conference. So my next date, regrettably, is May 16th. Is the best that I'm going to be able to do on this for an adjournment.
Very good. What time, Your Honor?
All right. I'll adjourn this matter May 16th, 2025 at 3 p.m. That is an in-person appearance.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you.
Yes.
Let's call the case. Moorville Road, 10489 LLC versus David Hisham.
Good morning, Judge Simpson. My name is Scott Munzel of counsel with Deaver EB ISA, and I represent Moorville Road, 10489 LLC. With me on Zoom is also Joe Maynard. He's one of two members of the LLC. And this is our complaint for forfeiture of a land contract for property located at 1059 Overlook Drive in Saline Township against David Picken, who is the land contract purchaser.
Mr. Pickett,
Yes, sir.
what's your position on this, sir?
I've taken care of all of the things that they requested. I've talked with Joe, and I believe everything has been worked out.
With all due respect, Your Honor, I do not think that's the case. My understanding is Mr. Maynard went out to the site last night. The makeshift building that Mr. Picken constructed without building permits is still there as of last night. The problem the township had was, number one, it was constructed without a building permit, and there's also no sanitary sewage disposal facilities, and it appears Mr. Picken is living there without, appropriate potable water and sanitary sewer. The township has cited him for the violations. I attached a letter to my complaint, and as far as I know, as of this morning, the issues have not at all been resolved. And the essence of the problem, Judge, is that the LLC owns 5 other parcels that adjoin Mr. Picken's parcel, and that his activities out there are prohibiting the sale of the other parcels. And so it's not, it's more than just, what he's doing on his own parcel. It's what he's doing is affecting the adjoining parcels as well. And that's, we tried to work with Mr. Picken earlier. There have been numerous communications. He had earlier hired a different attorney that I had worked with, but we've been unable to resolve them. And, we were forced to file this land contract forfeiture action. So we would still nevertheless request that that it be decided today that the land contract is forfeited, so that we could try to, address the problems quickly. And for that matter, Judge, just kind of a technical point, Mr. Picken has paid $50,000 of the $175,000 purchase price. So he normally would have a 90-day redemption period under MCL 600.5744, but 600.5744(3)E does allow for a shorter redemption period when there's a serious and continuing health hazard. And Joe Maynard went out there yesterday. He could smell the raw sewage. And so our position is that there is, in fact, a serious and continuing health hazard, and we'd ask the judge to set a shorter redemption period so that if Mr. Picken doesn't solve the problem himself, that the land contract would be forfeited, the writ of possession would be issued, and then Joe can go and clean the site up himself. So I would ask the judge that the redemption period be no more than 30 days. We'd like it to be shorter, but we want to be reasonable. And then just to follow up on that, the land contract does allow for the award of attorney's fees if they have to enforce it. To date, they've incurred $2,620 in attorney's fees, $130 for the filing fee, and $150 for the service fee, for a total of $2,900. So we would ask also that the judge award that today.
Has the Mr. Menzel, hold on, sir. Has the township actually cited the owners?
The township, according to the January 28th letter that I attached, they told him that he is in violation of the Saline Township zoning ordinance. And,
yes, sir.
I did talk to Fred Lucas, the attorney for the township, and their position is that he is in violation. They have not gotten around to further enforcement action. They kind of were hoping that this would get resolved by the parties. But that has not happened. So, yeah, I
All
mean,
right, Mr. Pashant,
Yes, sir.
you just indicated to me that you were, I guess I assume we're in contact with the owners, and you believe that everything's resolved?
No, Your Honor. I have done some things. I have moved out of the trailer, and I'm going to contact the owner to remove it. And as far as the building goes, I will have that torn down and everything removed. I was getting ready to have the well drilled. So anything else that they would like me to do, I would be more than willing to do to keep the property. I was not notified by the township, though.
Okay. But you're gonna take down that structure?
Yes, sir. It
When
was
are you
for,
gonna do, when are you
Um,
gonna do that?
I can start on it right away. I have a worker, and between him and I, we will take it down.
Judge, not to, interrupt, but I appreciate Mr. Pickens' willingness to take it down. The important question is, when is he going to finish? When is he going to perform and have the trailer and the makeshift building removed?
The trailer immediately. Just seeing that I get my things on, I have to go and get another storage unit at Sauk Trail, and I would need probably 2 weeks to get the structure down.
All right. I'm gonna give you an opportunity so that if necessary, you can seek the advice of counsel.
Mm-hmm.
But I am gonna order that you get that building, that non-compliant building off or torn down, as well as the trailer turned down. I will adjourn this to May 16th, my next available date, 2025 at 3 p.m. That's an in-person hearing.
Okay.
So you'll have to be here, but I want that building and that trailer out. And then you can see exactly where we are with reference to the property,
Sure.
right?
Okay. Thank you, Judge. I appreciate it.
Thank you, folks. Everybody have a good weekend.
You too, Your Honor. Thank you.
Case of Town Center Place versus Viola Hines.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Jackie Snyder Powder on behalf of plaintiff.
Ms. Hines,
Yes.
hello.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Pardon?
Oh, I didn't know if you could hear me or not.
Yeah, we can hear you. We can see you.
Okay.
Okay. What is plaintiff's claim in this case?
This is a non-payment, Your Honor. The past due rent is 1,000. Sorry?
No, I don't know who that was. That's somebody else. Go ahead, counsel.
Okay. The past due amount is $1,008, court cost of $177.40 for a total of $1,185.40.
Okay. Ms. Hines, how are you going to get that paid?
I applied for SCR with the Department of Human Services, and I also have an appointment on the 28th with Hawk.
On the 28th of this month?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, and they should, they should be able to help you, I think, if your circumstances haven't changed. Okay, what I'm gonna do, and I think you heard, counsel, I don't have a date until the 16th
I did.
because of things,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
May 16th, 2025, I'll adjourn it out to that date at 3 p.m. That's an in-person hearing, okay, Ms. Hines?
Okay, I'll be there.
All right, now if Hawk's gonna pay, tell them to try to get in touch with the landlord so we can try to see if we can get this thing resolved, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, Ms. Hines, you're looking well. It's good to see you.
Thank you. Good to see you too.
All righty, take care.
Uh-huh.
Have a good one, Your Honor.
Yes, take care, Council. Beal Properties versus Kendrick Osborne.
Good morning, Your Honor. Brent Tinger for the plaintiff.
Ms. Osborne, not here. You paid for second service. If you raise your right hand, you may take a default. Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
All right, go ahead.
Thank you, Judge. I am showing the rent to retain in this at $6,290.97. Cost of $175 for a redemptive total of $6,465.97. This to be a default judgment of possession only with a writ in 10 days.
Judgment to the plaintiff, that's by default for possession, redemption amount in the amount requested. Writ to issue 10 days.
Thank you,
All righty.
Judge.
Thank you. All righty. That's it for that. So we'll stand in recess.
District Court is now back in session. The Honorable Judge Cedric Simpson presiding.
And good morning. Court does call the case of Chittister Place Apartments versus James Waters.
Thank you and good morning, Your Honor. Paul Hughes, P 31986, appearing on behalf of the plaintiff.
James Waters. You have it. He is not checked in. If you'd like to take a default, raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do. Thank you, Your Honor. Plaintiff requests the default judgment for possession only. The amount of rent due is $188 for the landlord's ledger, $175 in court costs, for a total of $363. We would ask that a judgment be entered requiring the payment by I believe the redemption date would be the 5th of May for a writ to
Yes.
issue.
Judgment to the plaintiff, that's by default for possession, redemption amount in the amount requested with the writ to issue in 10 days.
Thank you, Judge.
Chittister Place, I think that's it for you, but Chittister
Yeah.
Place versus Sackett Ferguson and Chittister Place versus Blair Corser. Those matters are dismissed on plaintiff's motion without prejudice.
Thank you, Your Honor. We'll see you at 1.
All right, sir. Evergreen Apartments versus Nancy Matthews and the Nubia Robinson.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jillian Engen for plaintiff.
Ms. Robinson here? There she is. Hello. Okay, what is plaintiff's claim?
I have a balance including court costs of $2,700.